Welcome back to EB5 Investment Advisors video series. Today I want to talk about the maturity of a project. It makes a big difference. We have seen projects that are in a very early stage, yet they're still being marketed as viable projects. We've seen some where they don't even have the permits yet. They don't even own the land yet. Sometimes they don't even have basic approvals for anything. It is speculative. Now remember, what those guys will do is, if they happen to fail, and fail on some of these really early questions of can we even get a license or a permit, or can we get hold of an asset or land or whatever they're going for, if they fail, they simply say, you know what, we didn't get some of the early things that we needed, we're going to refund everyone's money. Well, that's great, except sometimes you'll lose 6 or 8 months waiting for these guys to find out that they can't do what they thought they could do. That's rough, because time's important to people. I mean, this process takes years anyway. You don't want a false start with a group that's very early in the process. Now, let's take the opposite of this in terms of maturity. There are projects out there that are actually very mature, that are surprisingly mature. We have seen projects where, let's take for instance a hotel development project, where they've already begun construction. They own the land. They've got the funding. They're already going vertical. They've got all the building plans. They've got all the approvals. The thing is actually happening. Many times they've filed the 526s already, sometimes as many as 6 or 8 months ago. Some of them may even have approvals coming back already, and yet there's still slots for new investors. So one of the things we always keep our eyes open for is very mature projects that are way down the road, where lots of the risk is already squeezed out of the project, where a lot of the unanswered questions have already been addressed, and we know what's happening. I mean, it's not a, gee, I hope it happens. It's a historical fact that it happened. I mean, it happened. They got their approvals. They're on their way. One project that I'll talk about in another video, by the time our client was invested, they were building out the second floor. They were almost at the point of having approved 526s, I-526s. So you really got to watch the maturity and the point that the point that the project is at. Now remember, it's risky though, because the further they get down the road, the more risk goes out of it, the less slots are available. Now there's one more thing. If you look at how many of the subscriptions they've already sold, they've already got filled. An average project might have 100 slots available for EB5 investors. Okay, if you're the first 5% in, there's no guarantee they'll sell the rest of them out. There's no guarantee that it'll be underfunded and they won't return the money. I mean, well, they will return the money, but again, you've got, they're selling, they finally give up, can't do it, and refund the money. That doesn't help the client. Whereas there are some that are 60, 70, 80, 90% sold out. You know they're going to complete it, and you know that they've probably got a winner on their hands, and they've probably done a heck of a lot of work toward getting it finished. So one of the things that you really got to look at is how mature is a project, how much of the risk has already been addressed, how much risk is there still ahead of you, and try to get those projects that are way down the road, that are almost completely subscribed, and almost play brinksmanship of see how close to the edge you can push it and still slide your clients in at the last minute. Okay, well, there's this week's installment on maturity of the deal. It's an important aspect. It's something that has to be watched. Once again, for more information about our group, we're here simply to help EB5 investors and law firms who are working with clients identify, research, and vet deals. Our group is EB5 Investment Advisors. You can get us at our website, eb5investmentadvisors.com. And if you have a question, you can give us a ring, 925-565-4208. Look forward to hearing from you next time. Until then, bye-bye.